homie bomb. Okay, guys. Now, we talked about the memorial, what is it, murals. And we said that they're what? Why are they memorial?
Because people passed away?
Yeah, but they're what? Memorials? Because the homies see themselves as what? Aztec warriors. Yes. So here it's falling apart. But how do you know this is a dead homie? Remember I told you? The bandana? And he's being carried by an Aztec warrior. Do you see that? And then what happened is it's falling apart, but it'll be fixed. They always fix this one. Now, this is Maravilla. I told you that Maravilla. I told you that Maravilla was actually, a gang here. It's no longer there. But what he's talking about is his pain and homage to someone here. So, what you have is, notice the spray painted, and it's also the back. That's why it's falling apart, because it hasn't been treated. Right? And so this is in commemoration of a dead homie. Rest in peace, I think it says somewhere. Now, this is for Arizona, right? It says Chavez. And so someone came in and said his name. And someone came in and took it out. Eventually, in a few months, it will be fixed. Because this is one of the best pieces that we have. And then this is, again, a very famous calo of actual writing about homies crying, homies dying, and it's really. And then it tells you about the geographical area this homie was at. Let's go in here. And then what we have here is rest in peace. So this tells you, and this will be clean. They always clean this one. But for now, that's what it has. And then, of course, going back to, again, the Rosetta and these images.
Who's that guy there? Is that Zeus or who is that?
It's probably Moses. I don't know. God.
A god.
Yeah.
That's good enough? A god.
Yeah, and it's, and because what I was going to tell you is that what's interesting is that John Zender is not the typical Catholic. He's a born-again Christian, and even though this is his mural, he worked, and look at this, rest in peace, and it's gone. And it's actually spray painted. So when you talk, I want you to tell me about the brushwork. I want you to tell me about the piece itself. And this is, like I said, the coloring and the composition is really beautiful here. Is there questions, guys? Can you go through your sheets? Please let me know that I helped you. If you have any questions?
So the question on how does this mural reinforce like barrio urban American cultural environment? So it's surrounded, the people that are living here are Chicanos or Mexicans.
No, Mexican.
Mexicans. They don't call themselves Chicanos. So don't call them.
This is no different than Oxnard or Ventura County.
The people that would call themselves.
Yes, yes. But this is, and the reason Gloria Molina's office is down here, she makes sure that this is always cleaned up. And yeah, so this is used again to reinforce and to remember the dead homies. We're gonna go to our last one in a few minutes. Questions?
Can you explain this part right here again?
This one, this has to do with Christ and the Passion of Christ, Christianity. And because Zender is not really, he didn't put any virgins in Guadalupe, where the one I'm going to take you next is there. And then, again, these images should remind you of who? Diego Rivera. Yeah. Did you see it? Any questions, guys? And this is called what I tell you, a tribute mural. So go ahead and take, now remember, take all the photos you want, people, because you might change your mind on what you're going to write on. And when you talk about brushwork, I want to see the surface. Okay, now why is this piece not created like the Fauves or Picasso? Why is this not the Mademoiselle Stuovignon by Picasso? Come on, people. Style. Style.
Is it because it's not?
Social realism. And that's art for art's sake. You're right. Yeah, you got it. So, if we were to do this in a Cubist style, or to follow with mainstream American art, even LA funk, would this speak to the people? No. And again, we see this, again, the influence of 20th century Mexican. And of course, you have to mention the Costa for the whole thing. You're going against the Costa system. And then of course, this is very typical of this. Do I see this in other places? Yeah, in Colonia I see this. She knows. Is there questions? Look at your notes, guys.
So as far as brushwork and stuff like that on this?
Yeah, please show me the sections you want to talk about for brushwork. You could, if you saw this, then this would be spray painted,
Yeah, but
right? Or if,
And this is
you know,
brush.
look at this, yeah, brushwork.
brushwork.
Could you guys see, you asked me, how do I tell? Can you see the difference?
Yeah.
Can you all see the difference between the surface, between the actual brushwork, right? And actually the work that is actually.
Was it just saying it's printed or
Yeah, to me this reminds me.
she doesn't.
Well, so make sure you zoom in on the surface and you shoot it so you can see what you're doing. I want you to see this work as if it's a museum. Is there anybody that I missed? Look at your notes. No, not this. Not this. What's up? I want to make sure I help you guys with your questions. Now what we're going to do is go after one school after another of Chicano artists. Is there questions, guys? Anything?